Hey, welcome to Edukov, guys. This is Farhan, and today our topic is compliance and security. So let's start. So we have a definition here, and it basically says it's talking about rules, laws, standards, regulations, and you're like, yeah, we must adhere to it and all that. But what is compliance? And in very simple terms, we can say that compliance is kind of a thing that, you know, we can actually define it into two different standards. Like there is a thing called inside and outside, okay? And it means like outside is basically you have to follow the rules and regulations, rules, and inside is like standards. You have to follow the standards of that. So what I mean by that is you have to follow you have to follow your standards. You have to a standard to make a product. You the standard should be maintained under the rule and regulation of a thing, of a government or anything. Very simple example we can take, like if there is a company here and it could be anything, a cybersecurity company or a random company or something like that. So there is a government. They might be living in a country, maybe India or United States or Europe. It could be anywhere. So that company have to follow their rules, right? They have to follow their rules, and that rules are basically outside in that context. Okay, it's outside. They have to follow the rules. If they don't follow the rules, there will be heavy charges. Like they have to give lots of money to them to the government. And yeah, it will be very bad for them because it's not a very small amount. It will be a very big amount for companies. There will be heavy charges, very, very heavy charges in millions or thousands, even thousands of dollars. It is very bad. And this company will definitely have some internal standards as well. It's just like, standards, I can say that they will use in particular software to, like do the scan, maybe use a Splunk, they don't want to lose any kind of, they want to do an analysis or something like that. But with Splunk, they could have that kind of standard or regulations. Or maybe there should be a very good uniform or something like that. It just means like that. That means that their product or their service will have quality standards. It's just like that. Standard means that. Yeah, standard is not very hard to understand. So I think you guys must understand that what it means. You just divide that in two different ways, inside and outside, and you will definitely understand that. That's how I understand it. Okay. So here we have some points here. It's meeting requirements. Yeah, definitely we should meet the requirements of any kind of governments, any kind of rules or something like that. That's only how we'll be able to, keep moving forward. Passing audits. There are lots of audits done by, governments from the internal team as well. And from government teams as well, they will do the audits. They will check they are meeting that kind of requirement or not, and there will be lots of documentations and policies and procedures. It will be compliance is basically a very managerial role. Like it will be on the super top level. Top level will basically manage the kind of stuff. Yeah, we do have very big roles like that. Like there is ISO 27001. I didn't really quite know that in the beginning that there was a thing like that. I came to know about this maybe a few months ago. It's basically used in auditor. There could be in title for that. It's a lead auditor, and you have to pass this exam. Like it's a training for that. If you want to become auditor, and they basically use ISMS, if I'm not wrong, like Information Security Management System, something like that. Yeah, ISMS. So yeah, it just happened. And they basically what they do, they basically make all the just if the company is meeting that kind of requirement or not, the minimum stuffs. Minimum stuffs they are reaching the requirements. Because if they don't meet the requirement and the government able to know that, then there will be heavy charges, there will be lots of heavy charges on them, and it will be a loss for a company, so it's really not good. And so does like these regulations, general data protection law, and this PCI DSS of parts, and HIPAA held in the United States, and they have standards. You should maintain them. It's just like minimum requirements of there, and it's just there to protect their own peoples. And like, yeah, company can definitely exploit, or because they want to earn profits many of the times, not just profits. It's just like, this mutual understandings. It should be there should be things like that. And yeah, compliance help in that way. And there is a general question here. Compliance is like, do we meet the requirement rules? It's just a thing. If a company is there and there is a thing called compliance, it's just like, hey, are we meeting these minimum requirements of it, or are we meeting the requirements, all the requirements? And in that situations, lots of people like lead auditor and all that, they help in lots of situations. Not just lead auditor, there are lots of titles as well, and it's a thing which is basically managed by like the top roles. And yeah, it's very important, because a company will not work if they don't have it these days, like, yeah, it's very important. Like there could be privacy laws and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think you guys, you must understand that, I guess. Okay, yeah, security. I think you already know what security is, but yeah, let me just tell what it is. It basically means protection, okay? It's protection of your data, and your infrastructure, okay? Infrastructure like network, or your physical computer. It could be anything, It could be related to computing. It's like that. Security could be means like in physical way as well, like your security of home. But in this specific context, we are basically referring to from cyber threats, securing yourself from cyber threats. And yeah, we have points here: reducing real cyber risks, preventing attacks, okay, threat detection. You can do about like lots of stuff, same analysis and firewall detections. There are lots of tools. And incident reports, technical controls. Yeah, we should have technical controls. Definitely, we don't have technical controls. Then yeah, okay, you might do the first time, but like continuing with that, it will be just be a loss. Okay. And for examples, there is firewalls, encryptions, MFA, multi-factor authentication, and etc. Yeah. So, and yeah, there is a question as well with that. Security, are we truly protected from attackers? And this is very important point in security. If you've done security is a real question. Yeah, are we really protected from attackers? If not, yeah, we will do all stuff. If there is any vulnerability, we will try to find it. We will try to fix it. If there is a threat, then we will try to see what kind of threat it is. If that is very risky or not that much risky, is that high level, low level, medium levels kind of risk? It just depends on that. And yeah, like risk as well, and threat. Is it a threat detector? And the basic thing is that the best practice to security cannot be 100%. Like, yeah, no system is, no way it's not protected. Okay, yeah, it's not 100% protected. It could be 99, it could be 98, 95. It could be like that. But we try to defender's side, like not to the offensive side, the defender side of cybersecurity. Basically, they try to defend the systems. They try to make their systems and their physical devices maybe just like very hard to crack. They do their best, even though hackers always find a way, and that's why we need patches to fix them. And it's just continuous process, like, yeah, we made a thing and hacker find a way to attack it and crack it. There is nothing in this world which is not crackable, I guess. I truly feel that. And it is the case as well, okay? So we have completed with that, and there is a little kind of like, yeah, explanation. You might understand that with this, explanation. I generated with AI, okay? And yeah, it's a lot of things here which is repeated, so okay, ignore that. And yeah, we talked about rules here. Okay, let me just change. We talked about rules here. So follow rules and regulations. Yeah, it means that, and set minimum standards. We should definitely minimum standards. Yeah, to meet the regulations. We have that quality standards. Could be like, we are just maintaining our quality of our product. It could be a service. We will give that service to our customer. We will protect them in that way. It's just like that. Driven by audits. Yeah, there will be audits. Audits is basically a thing. Like if there happens, audits like your checking system is there okay or not. Okay, it's just checking or just inspection, something like that. Security, we thought about it. It's just protection against threats and aim for strong protection. Always we do that. And driven by cyber risks. Yeah, it is driven by cyber risks. And this is all repeated. And yep, we had minimum standards and regulations by rules and regulations and robust protections against real world threats. You made it, it's so simple. So, and the last one is how they work together. Yeah, it's very important that why I included this topic to like it together. And the reason behind is that it sets minimum standards. It sets obviously minimum standards that what minimum standard we should be on to like this eliminate those charges or like penalties from the government. And security at the end goes beyond minimum standards. It definitely does minimum standards. What happened in these days in India is the government of India is pushing the privacy laws on rules and regulations on companies, mostly all companies. It could be like startups or it could be a medium company, a big company, a tyrant ones. So they have to follow rules. They have to protect their Indian citizens' data privacy. And I got to know about it recently. I'm not that much familiar with it, but yeah, it is coming into the market, and yeah, government is doing something for it. There is a privacy law which is came into it. Yeah, I think I will just try to read it about more. Okay, yeah. At the end, there is things like good security helps you remain compliant, absolutely, but being compliant does not guarantee strong security. There's a very important point. Okay, if you are compliant, you are following rules, there will be no penalties and all that kind of stuff. But if you are doing security, it is penetrable. It's nothing like nothing is not penetrable. Everything is penetrable. So yeah, we should definitely look into it. And yeah, at the end, it's compliance protects legally, security protects practically. It's all about protection, okay? So that's how how they work together. Everything is just lots of combination of cybersecurity. There are lots of things which is binded together, and that's how it's formed, And yeah, we need security, we need compliance, both, of course. So with that, I will just complete this video. I hope you understand all the topics. If you don't, please tell me. I'm not that of a very good teacher. Maybe I'm just trying to be. Okay, then. Have a great night or day, whatever. Bye-bye.